over here on the right side of our screen, we have this thing referred to DaVinci as the node editor. And in here, we've got all these little rectangles, which are nodes. And these nodes are basically each an individual layer of color correction, a certain effect. And it starts here over on the left side at our input, and the nodes are connected by these little lines from one to the other, and basically whatever is done on one node, the result of that is then passed to the next node, and so on until you reach the output on the right side. And nodes can be used for a variety of different purposes. The particular type of node that we're working with right now is an all-purpose node that we're going to use for most things in this webinar called a serial node. And it's just indicating that it's an all-purpose corrector that can be used for primary or secondary corrections, and they're used serially, one after the other, to create the final look. So to start off with, just a couple quick things about working with nodes. For example, we may want to see our entire effect, all the different nodes that make up our look turned off or on to get before and after look, or we may want to see what's the contribution of just one individual layer or node in our effect, so how we can turn on or off various things. Now, most of what we're going to find in this webinar will be in the color menu or the nodes menu. I got to tell you personally, I rarely come to these menus because most of these features are mapped to control surfaces, or I use keyboard shortcuts for some of these controls. So if I go up to the nodes menu, one of my options is enable disable current node. The current node is the one that's got the orange box around it. So if I double click on a node, I can select that particular node. Selecting a node allows me to modify the corrections of that node as well as be able to turn it on or off. So keyboard shortcut for that, which I'll start using, is Command D to turn on or off an individual node. And to turn off all nodes in a grade, off or on, is Option D. Now, if you're used to Resolve version 8, you'll notice definitely that keyboard shortcuts have changed. In fact, pretty much every keyboard shortcut has changed. So if I hit on keyboard Option D right now, it turns off the entire look, taking us back to our original ungraded shot, this original high dynamic range time-lapse shot. And you could see that the nodes are turned off by these red X's. If I want to turn them on, again, we have either the keyboard shortcut Command D, or we can click just directly below the node to turn nodes on or off. In fact, it's a really nice way to kind of see how you built your look by starting by turning on nodes and kind of going through them one at a time to see what each node was doing and contributing to the look.